Praises to the Most High Creator. All praises to the other gods, celestial beings, ancestors, all that good stuff. Um, I don't know if this video is going to stay up because I originally planned to talk about something else, but I left my notes. So, but I did come up with the name of these noonday talks. I'm going to call these noonday talks Notions at Noon. I think that's pretty catchy and nice and sweet, um, and to the point. What I originally wanted to talk about is how people are searching for something more when it comes to religion and spirituality. But I'm going to talk about something else because I have been watching some of the interviews lately um with the different candidates that we have here in the United States. And the word that came to my mind when I heard them talking is gaslighting. I just feel like millions and millions of people in this country are just being gaslit. It doesn't matter the side, it doesn't matter the party, it doesn't matter the belief system. We're all being gaslit. When you go to hear your candidate, someone that you support, you have supported, um, and you go to hear them speak on important topics and you get a concert, that is a huge gas light. Okay, when you listen to your candidate speak and you ask them a specific question and they dodge that question like the plague, and they never address that specific question and they talk about all these other things that you didn't ask, that is a huge, 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 huge gaslight. And I'm not going to say I don't understand why they're doing it. I'm going to say this: I understand that they're doing it because they can. One thing that COVID taught me is that we truly don't really have the freedom and the say that we think that we do. You know, day to day, we make decisions and things of that nature. But when it comes to bigger and higher decisions, we don't really have the freedom that we think that we have. There's someone else pulling the strings. There's someone else who has to say. There's someone else who's making major decisions that decide how our everyday lives go, how our children are going to live, the world that they're going to live in. If you all have questions or comments, anything, feel free to just jump in because I'm going about here. Hi, Jana. Good day. How are you? I'm just talking about how some of these candidates are gaslighting us, and it is so blatant and so disrespectful. Hi, Karim. Yes, very interesting. Yeah, it's like, okay, and sometimes my husband and I, we have this conversation all the time, and we say, you know what, it's come to our realization that pretty much any and everyone could probably run for president because it's like a big joke or farce. And to ask me, okay, well, which candidate are you voting for? I'm like, okay, so it's two wings of the same exact bird, and they tell you that right wing, left wing is already in how they describe themselves: left wing, right wing. And even up until a few elections ago, I said, it's like you have to choose from the lesser of two evils, you know. um it is just crazy. You know, you have people fighting each other when you're fighting the same animal. You know, you got left wing people fighting right wing, the blue fighting the red, Republicans fighting Democrats. And okay, can we get to the actual topics? Like, how is each individual's policies going to affect us? No matter the color, no matter the political affiliation, how are those policies actually going to affect us? It doesn't matter what a certain group of people have voted for the past 50 years. Have those policies actually benefited us? Has the policies of this group benefited the people as a whole. It's really sad. Okay, I see your comment uh about about Puffy, but that's not what this is about. Vote for Pedro. Well, what are your policies? What do you have in mind? What are some things that would benefit the people as a whole in America? What would make you a good president, Pedro? And thank you for tuning in, Pedro, Adriel, Kareem, Karim or Kareem, and Jana. Thank you all for tuning in. But let me know what you all think. It's just a little disheartening to think that one of the highest officials in the world, to be honest, not just in the land but in the world, um, has the ability to just blatantly gaslight the same people that they're asking to vote for them and put them in office. It's like, what is going on in this world? And if you really dig into it and you go into the electoral college and the mechanics of voting and things of that nature, and all of the things that are being done to discredit people and take away their right to vote, and the fact that you have someone running for president that has gone through the legal system and a judgment has been made on that person, yet you have other people where that same judgment has been made and they can't even vote. So you have one who has gotten the same judgment and they can run for president, okay? And then you have another group of people in the general population that have had that same judgment who can't even vote. So make it make sense. Deepak, what's the question, honey? I'm from the United States. Deepak, you're from India? Okay, cool. Thank you for tuning in all the way from India. I'm talking about current events with our election season right now in the United States. So if that's what the question marks are for, that's what I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about the United States presidential election. What are things like as far as democracy and presidents or whatever your leadership is called in India? Tell me about it. So I'll give you a few minutes to ask your question or to answer that question. But yeah, it's a beautiful day. I'm just sitting out on my lunch break, and like I said, I'm going to be calling these talks notions at noon because these are my ideas, these are my thoughts, these are my concerns that I'm bringing to you live at noon. It's not going to be every day, but when I have the time and there's something pertinent that I would like to speak upon, then I will be hopping on here live and giving my spiel about it. But yeah, that's just definitely something that I've had my own notions about. Just our leaders per se, and the people that we elect and put into these different offices. And it is my hope that they continue to have, or what I should say is, they have a greater emphasis on actually putting our concerns and our needs first, because unfortunately a lot of the times their needs are the ones that they're looking out for and being met, and we're being gaslit in another area, and that is being made a whole bunch of promises that don't get met once they actually get in office. Now, whether that's intentional or whether that's because once they actually get into office, there's a whole lot of red tape and bureaucracy and different things that they have to deal with before they can get different policies passed. That may be a thing too. So I don't know what the reason is, but either way, a lot of them are not fulfilling their promises when they are running and during their campaign versus when they actually get in office, what they're doing for the people, you know. And reparations seems like it's another topic of, just pure disdain, and they avoid it also like the plague. And it's again it's a gaslighting situation. It's like you get asked a specific question and then you start talking about everybody. It's like the Black Lives Matter movement. Okay, we're talking about a specific group of people that's being targeted, and then you start saying, oh well, everything matters. Like, come on, the gaslighting is ridiculous. And I'm going to do another video on um, the stupidity of slavery, and I'm going to bring to you a lot of different policies that were put into place that were just so idiotic and stupid that no one even like, really, some of these things were so stupid. And just to address the gaslighting techniques and behaviors of some of these politicians is just, it's cruel, it's funny, and it's sad. Thank you so much for the thumbs up, and thank you all for watching. I'm going to wrap this up now because I do want these to be short and sweet and to the point. But that was my spiel, and feel free after this video has posted to leave your questions, any comments, any concerns. If you're not a subscriber to the channel, please subscribe. I like to interact with my subscribers. If you have a question, I usually respond in a really timely manner. So you all be blessed.